never walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. About to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's up, Fleece? How you doing today?
Man, big bro, I'm doing good.
Good. Make sure y'all like and subscribe on these videos. We get a lot of people that's watching that don't subscribe. And remember, www.hustlerspirit502.com is where the gear is. There's plenty of gear on there, plenty still being loaded. The sales going pretty good. Definitely like to have more, but they're going pretty good. I will be adding the shop tab onto this YouTube channel soon. So all is in the works.
And I like to say something added to that. I told my agent, now I know you women out there, cause we got a lot of clothes, leggings for women. So what we doing now is we relabeling some of our leggings, right? Cause I want wording on them. You know, like when you put them on, like on the back, going across the waist, mega buns. That's what it be, mega. And if you got real good, mega big buns, and you put these, and then we got sayings on there, you think you can handle this? You know, do you got any of this? Them dollar signs going down the crack, right? We're gonna have some leggings that's gonna stand out with words that girls, when they put these on, they gonna feel proud. They gonna make a statement, right? When they go and select the leggings that we got with them wordings on there, they gonna tell the girlfriend, which one you gonna get? And she gonna say, I'm gonna get the mega buns. Which one you gonna get? She said, I'm gonna get this other one. You know, I'm gonna have some real fancy words on her, and they gonna be designed, right? And look nice. Ain't gonna be some respectful stuff, real respectful stuff too on her. So be sure. Tell them where they.
Yeah, it's www.hustlerspirit502.com. It'll be in the description. Another thing, I might be saying this a little bit too early, I don't know, but we're working out a deal now where Fleece, we're working out a deal. It's not in stone, but I'm gonna let y'all know because y'all mess with us. We're working out a deal now, 20 versus 1 with Fleece, with Mike. It's gonna be crazy. And also, we're working out, I'm talking to Terrence Gangster Williams over his people over his podcast, trying to get something together with them too. So he's been recognized, and people starting to know. And these are people that appreciate the truthfulness of what goes on in prison, that he doesn't hide, what most people won't even talk about. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Fleece, I had usually if I get a lot of questions on a particular subject, I go ahead and incorporate it into the interviews because a lot of people want to know, and I think it's important information myself. So, me referring to the book, the section in the book of when you was younger, and you been molested and all that. It's some parts that I don't think people really understand that happens to their kids or may happen to their kids, where, you know, it started off as a guy wrestling with you, I think, and he started, you know, laying on you and showing you he was stronger than you and kind of taking advantage of you in that way. I want you to tell people not only what to look for in their kids and how to talk to their kids to kind of pull this information out, or at least leave the door open where their kids can approach them with this. But what was going through your mind? I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but was it anything you could have did different to stop it from happening?
No. What I want to do is, I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
And that is a big interest because you got kids now that don't talk to their parents. And you got parents that really don't talk to their kids, don't know how to pull things out of them. But we got a situation in the world where we got approaching 7.5 billion people in the world, the population. And it's alarming when you know that out of 7 billion, you got reported that you know of 1 billion that are gay. And you got all these parents out of here, fathers and mothers, want to know how their kid got like this. Who did this? Who made my son think he's a woman? When he can look between his legs and see his dingling, see his balls. He see all signs that he was born male, and he still think he's a woman. Who did this? Then you got the girls. The mamas are trying to figure out. You look between your legs, girl, and you see that you're a woman. Look between your legs, but our daughter thinks she's a man. So people want to know who did this. I already know who did it. And for years, we have a problem in the world, not only in America, in our communities, but in the world, where evil people, they do things to good people, and the people that it's done to is afraid to talk about it. For years, nobody want to talk about it's an academic, the gay thing. It's an actual world academic now.
Epidemic.
Pandemic, academic, whatever you want to call it. It's everywhere now. Now, the people that are gay, how should we look at them? They people like anybody else. They deserve respect. They deserve to be considered citizens and all this stuff too. But they don't even know. A lot of them don't even talk about how they got like it. And a lot of them feel like they can't change. That this is me. You know, I'm a man. I got a man's body with a woman trapped in it. A woman in the man's body. All that stuff. I did a lot of research on this because I done went through some stuff in my life, childhood, where I got molested. And never talked about it. Never wanted nobody to know about it.
It's in your book. You wrote it in.
Yeah. It's in my book, but I'm saying before I wrote the book, this was a closed case. This was something people don't talk about, you know. And I did a lot of research on it because I take it personal. You know, I'm a champion. You know, on this broadcast and in the world, I'm a champion because I don't care what the devil came at me with. All the filth he tried to cover me with, and all the lies that was told to me that I never amount to nothing, that I'm going to be gay all my life, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'll never change. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to let anybody in this world tell me I can't change when I know I can. And I know I got the willpower and the strength to do it, and the courage. And that's why I come to this broadcast, because I got that courage. Where I can stand before the world and tell them things that the world don't talk about. That it happened to me at an early age. You know, Now, here's another thing. People think that just because a kid is a kid, that they don't know nothing. Kids don't have sex. That's what they think. Are they too old to even think about sex? Too young, I mean, to think about sex. You a lie. Kids play house just like it was in my home. When your parents leave the kids alone, and first it'll start off, you'll hear, stop, stop. One kid picking on the other one, hitting them, the other one crying, running to the mama, then the mama come in, and that goes back and forth. See, something is going on right there that the parents ain't really paying close attention to, right? It's somebody trying to overpower somebody else. The aggression comes first. And then here comes the knock on the door. Oh, hi Tim. King John come out to play. And you tell your son, shit, he got a little friend already. 2, 3 of them out there waiting on him, dressed with little baseball caps and stuff. You don't know these kids, man. You think because they look like kids, dress like kids, that they kids, they not. I'm sitting there trying to tell y'all something that has been hid from the world. And they told Jesus one day in the Bible. Jesus was telling a story about it. He said a man planted a field, wheat. And they went to sleep. And the enemy came and planted tares among the wheat. And when the men woke up and come out and seen it, they said, who did this? An enemy. They said, well, tear it up. They said, no, if you try to tear it up, you're going to tear the wheat up with the tire, because they look the same. If you get on your phone now and Google wheat and tire, you'll see wheat and tire have similar characteristics, but they're not the same. So when Jesus got through telling his story, the people left, but his disciples said, we want you to tell us, not in a riddle, just tell us plain what you mean. He said, okay. The field is the world. The good seed is the children of the kingdom. The tares are the children of the evil one, and the enemy that put him out, planted them, is the devil. Jesus, that's in the Bible, word for word. So we have a situation in this country where we got people that don't want to believe in the Bible. They don't want to believe in nothing spiritual, a God. They, even in churches now, they do not want to believe in the existence where there's 2 types of people in this world. Those born of the good seed and those put here by the devil have the same characteristics, physical. They look the same. They can talk the same, walk and do things, eat and all that, but they are not the same. One of them has one job, to take what's good and turn it bad. And if you sit there and you think about it, do you think kids come out of their mama knowing how to sell dope? No. Somebody got to teach them.
So do you think it's the same way with homosexuality?
Same thing with the gay stuff. It starts in that.
So you think no one has ever been born gay?
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe in somebody born gay. I done been gay. I done been around gay people, around all the gay stuff. I done been around super gays.
A lot of people say they done seen little kids where they could see that they're gonna grow up and be gay, and they end up growing up and be gay. What you saying is they wasn't born that way, that something might have happened when they was young.
Something always happened. I seen a movie last night, And the guy said something in the movie, and it was one of them sci-fi movies, but what he said was truthful. He said there's no such thing as an accident. Is that deep? There's no such thing as an accident. Let's say, for instance, you driving, somebody's coming this way, boom, you run into them. It was an accident. No, it wasn't no accident. Because you were driving over the speed limit. So how can it be an accident when you driving over the speed limit? This was, you see what I'm saying?
So what would you call it? Because I think both can be true.
Yeah, there's two sides to a coin. A blade got two sides. You know, but back to the gay thing.
Yeah.
Now, we got a situation where I'm gonna be truthful with you. We got a situation in the world where we got part of the world that's not religious, part is, part read about it, part say they follow it. We got a thing in society now where it's in the Bible where he said, my people die of lack of knowledge. They don't have enough knowledge to push them past that. But me, I'm a champion. You know, I'm legendary. And what makes me a champion is no matter what has came against me in this world, its intent, to corrupt me, to take me off the path from serving God to serving evil, whatever the intent was to destroy me. I overcame all that. I overcame everything I went through. I went through things that people would actually commit suicide over. They wouldn't be able to live with it.
Let's back up a little bit because I don't want to get too far off topic. When that was happening to you, what kept you from going to your parents? What kept you from asking for help?
What kept me from going to my parents is that I knew I had parents that wouldn't listen. I knew I had parents who would rather whoop me than listen to me. They are not talkable. They tell me all the time, get out of their face. If I bring something up that they don't understand, they really don't want to hear it. So, and at the time I couldn't talk to my parents because my parents was listening to my siblings that was running around in the house having sex with each other, and I didn't want to participate. And they come up with a story, get me whoopings. So, my relationship with my parents was like that. You know, my mama, she was somebody that I watched my mama grow, man, from a bad lady to a good woman, to a God-fearing woman. I watched that. And, because there was times when I used to look at my mama, wish she could stop my daddy from his abuse. And she wouldn't. And so, and when she...
Hold on, what kind of abuse? Because
no,
I think
whooping.
whooping.
Beatings.
Yeah. Okay.
But I had a thing in me, even as a child, man, where I fought back. You know I couldn't whoop my daddy. But you know what? I can make him wish he never put his hands on me, because I shoot all this... I take a slingshot and shot all the windows out of his car. I turn his car up. I know he ain't got no money. Already he ain't got enough money. And when he goes to lay down, I done already fixed the bed legs on the bed. The whole bed will break down, right? It ain't gonna be no peace when you put your hands on me. And I was a child, man, and all you had to do was talk to me. You didn't have to beat me, man. But you know, even to this day, you got kids now that is holding grudges against their parents from the way that their parents treated them. To this day, and they grown. Me, I don't. See, and that's what makes me a champion, And that's why people listen to our broadcast, because they know I'm going to give it to you real, man. I done been through a lot of stuff. You know, I done had things done to me that people wouldn't be in their right mind. I look at it as an experience, right? But the gay thing, I look at that, man, as something that the world is not looking at. And it's serious too. And the only thing that makes me excel above others is the fact that I sought knowledge.
Is that when you stopped being gay?
No, I stopped being gay before all that. I had the knowledge. I looked around me. I didn't feel good about it. That stuff it's a messy life for real.
You did it for a long time though.
No, I didn't do it too long. Not for a long time.
You
When I left prison, I was about 27 years not having even indulged. And about 27 years that I went without even going back into that, but I kept all my friends and stuff, right? You know, I didn't look down on nobody. I just wasn't with it no more. And so you got to wake up, man. You got to wake up and realize that God made man and he made woman. And that's it. Ain't no in-betweens. Ain't no God made a half man and a half woman, a half woman and a half man. There's no such mention of that nowhere in no literature in the world. God only made a man and a woman, a male and a female. Ain't no such thing as a half man.
But we not here to judge.
No, I'm not here to judge. I'm telling the truth. And people want to hear the truth, and I'm going to tell you. And that's what's hurting them churches now. They go up in there, they scared to tell the truth. They are scared to tell people, like, I'm going to give you an example. Everybody knows Sister Linda died. And we know she's in heaven with her heavenly Father. You don't know nothing. You're a liar. Because I ain't where she's going. See, they got a place you go until the day of judgment. You read your Bible, you'll see all that. You know, and you know what a place is? Hell. You ain't know it, did you? It's a holding place. Hell is a holding place. But they got a land down there where they're on this side, those that was good, and on this side the bad ones. But you going to hell.
Everybody goes to hell.
You go to hell first. That's where you go first. And that's the Bible. And if you don't believe me, read the Bible. The Bible will tell you the same thing. Ain't no you going nowhere until the day of judgment. And then in Revelation, they said the people that done already died for Jesus, that done already believed in the gospel, turned the cheek and all that got killed and all that for believing in him. There was a verse in there that says that them people spoke to Jesus and said, how long are you going to keep waiting before you avenge us for what they did to us on earth? And you know what Jesus said? He said, until your brothers and sisters should be killed as you were, should be fulfilled. That's when. You watch them old crazy movies on TV, The Rapture, where they see somebody walking, just you turn around, they gone, you just see clothes. That's crap. Jesus said, they gonna be killed like you were. Yeah, killed. So a lot of these things where you see on the news, so-and-so got killed, and then you hear a description about them, they life, what type of person they was. They was taken. But that's the way that they left, is that way. Now, see, that's what brings the vengeance upon the world. But that's a different story. Get back on the subject, though. I'm a champion and legendary, and I'm what you can call the people's champ right now. For everybody out there that got sin, that everybody out there that got drug problems, sex problems, mental problems, gay problems, whatever your problem is, tune in to Hustler Spirit. Because we got something for you, right? And it's the truth. That's what we got for you. See, I didn't give up. You know, enough was done to me to where I would have just bowed my head and just killed myself. But I didn't do that. You know, I know that there's a devil. I know there's evil spirits. I know all that. And I know there's devilish people in the world. And I know what they want is to just cover me in filth, man. Corrupt me. You know, present me before God as something not even worth looking at. No, it ain't gonna happen to me. I survived because, you know what? I'm strong, and I got a message for the people. You can survive too. You don't have to take your own life. People don't know why these kids are killing themselves. I do. See. And then all them kids that go to school, you hear about, they get bullied in school. You got other kids, so you got them devil kids in school. It happens in their childhood, all this turning them out. And just to get along with a group of kids, you got another kid that is a good kid, or hang out with them. And next thing you know, you're going to have to do what they do. And that little evil child going to molest you. It's so many people being molested in this country. Grown people, people that got office jobs, that work for the government, politicians. You got people walking around with all kinds of good careers and all this stuff. And they sit in these little social circles and they present themselves like unspotted. You know, like they ain't never had a sin. They never been dirty. But if you knew their private life, if you knew the life of your own parents, your grandparents, your mother, your daddy, your uncles and aunties, the secret things that they done in secret, behind closed doors.
I got done to them.
I got done to them. Mm-hmm. See, them is the things people don't talk about that I talk about. See, I'm bringing to the table what nobody brings to the table. Personal.
Yo, check out this hidden gem from the Fleece Johnson collection on Hustler Spirit, Mr. I Like It t-shirt. Talk about a must-have. Mocking that bold vibe with eye-catching graphics, this t-shirt makes a serious statement. Instant swag upgrade. The t-shirt is insanely soft and cozy. It'll be all-day comfort that can't be beaten. Heading out with friends or just chillin', it's versatile AF. Pair it with jeans, joggers, you name it, and unlock a look that's fresh and fly. Feeling the vibe? Don't sleep on it. Grab the Mr. I Like It t-shirt now before it's gone.
All right, Fleece. I know this subject is not the most comfortable, but I want you to tell the people exactly what you was going through when this was happening to you. The days you was coming into the house and you went to your room to go to bed and you was having trouble sleeping and you wanted somebody to talk to.
I tell you this. Nah, it's when I was getting molested, man, I was like, the guy that was doing it was older than me and bigger than me. And we used to, and I was like,
It was 2 of them, right?
yeah, it was 2 of them.
Okay.
And, you know, we lived in the projects, and then the projects, everybody leave their doors open and shit, you know, front and back doors. Anybody run in and run out, and don't nobody know who's coming in or coming out. And so, I felt a lot of shame, because I remember laying in the bed, man, and I used to put a pillow over my whole head where I can't even see him. And I couldn't, you know, and it was always with the lights out, dark and stuff like that. It started out like that, but I couldn't do nothing like plain, like I couldn't even, I had to cover my whole head with a pillow or something. I couldn't look. And you ain't got, after a while, when you begin to accept it, the only thing left to do then is to hide it now. You trying to hide yourself from everybody. You don't want nobody to know now. You're ashamed. And you like develop a new personality. Like with me, the only way I can feel to keep people from noticing was I started getting real aggressive. That's the side I want you to see. I don't want you to see nothing gay. You know, I want you to see the tough ass. You know, I was just being tough at times when I didn't have... People was like, why you being like this?
What was you doing?
You know, talking mean and tough. Challenging people. Want to be stealing cars and want now to start carrying pistols and weapons and you know, robbing people. Not even, my mama told me, she said, why are you robbing people and giving your money away? See, that's the dumbest thing. She didn't know I'm trying to develop an image. A false image where when you look at me, you're going to see a gangster. You ain't gonna see the little molested child. You'll see a little gangster there. And that only worked so far until I hit the penitentiary as a child. See, all that woofing and aching, all that, now you surrounded by grown men that is 10 times stronger than you, means that you can hit, and they would probably grab your fist and kiss it, tell you hit him again. That's how you can't hurt.
So you went from, I'm just making sure people understand this. Make sure you get the book too. It's on Amazon. But you went from getting molested as a young person to going, you know, then going to prison, where at that particular time when you went in, a young person in prison, they didn't have a chance.
Man, at the time I went to prison, it was accepted. You was allowed to have a wife in our city. You was allowed to get married in the prison church. It wouldn't be a legal marriage, but we could wear our own clothes then, and the sister can have on a bridal gown. And you have on a tuxedo, all that stuff, in prison and get married to him. It was accepted.
So the prison system let y'all do it to keep y'all calm, pretty much.
Now, I don't know why they did it, but they had it where they was, I mean, you got a bunch of wild men in one place trapped up, and they deadly. Sooner or later, they nuts gonna get hot, so you throw them some bait, some little fresh meat in there. That's how they was doing it. They was controlling inmates, you right. They was controlling them by that. See, but like prison society is similar to society out of here because we got different administrations. And just like right now in America, we got Donald Trump. We're going up under his administration now, which means a lot of things going to change according to how they want it. In prison, it's the same way. Every time we get a new governor, the governor get a new team, appoint a new team over all the departments, right? And then rules and stuff, so it changes. So now, as it stands, it's forbidden in prison.
But that don't mean it don't happen. It just forbidden.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it happens all the time, and they know it. But if they catch you, they're going to lock you up. They're going to make you take an AIDS test. They're going to contact your family on the street, tell them you was caught in a homosexual act. And all that, man. They're going to ruin your life.
And if you take anything from somebody, you have to register.
Yeah.
In the state of Kentucky, if you're
well,
swear you out.
they got in all in the Grange, they actually got a building for people that is sex offenders, that is registered. While they locked up, you got to go to these classes, man. And we used to stand in a child hall, and we used to watch. We want to see who's in this sex thing, because there's a lot of people that walks the loop and be trying to kick it with us. And people was telling us, man, he's in that thing, man. And we come around her, and them guards say we ain't supposed to be around her. But we come around her anyway. And, man, we see people walking her that you wouldn't even believe, man.
So you were surprised sometimes.
Yeah. But you never saw me walking her because I don't have one.
Right.
You know, I'm the one standing there looking at the ones going in her, you know, and coming out. And now we know who they are, you know, so.
How do y'all deal with them after you find out who they are?
Man, we cut them off. You get cut off, man. I mean, even in the Bible got a verse in there that says, Jesus said in his own words, out of his mouth, that out of all the sins you can be forgiven for, if you was to touch a child, he said it'd be better for you if a milestone was tied around your neck and you were thrown in the depth of the sea. That's what the Lord said. The ones that they said is weak and ain't this and that, Jesus is stronger than you thought he was. And what helped me to overcome is him, the Lord. The wisdom and knowledge of Jesus able me to overcome everything that came against me. And just like right now, they got a big thing in Hollywood now on gay stuff. P Diddy, a whole bunch of gay stuff, this gay. I mean, it's been happening. But here's the thing. A lot of them people is throwing stones, has done it. That one girl, what's it called, Jaguar Wright? I mean, you can look at her and see the dyke in her. They don't talk about that. You know, I know she's gay.
Allegedly.
But she done did a lot of rotten stuff in her life. But people usually that throw stones is who you look in their life. You be like, God, where they... But I'm not trying to throw stones. What I'm trying to do is connect with people who got a problem with their sexual identity. You know, I'm the champion in all this. I'm the one that has indulged and backed out. I'm the one that can say, hey, I'm a prime example. Anybody can change, man.
What if they don't want to change?
That's because they don't want to change. That's on them. See, that's what it boils down to. You know, all this stuff you can't change. You look in the mirror at yourself and you say, oh, man, I done did this, man. People know I done been gay. They know I done this. They know I done did this. Man, I can't live with Yeah, you can.
Because you know some men get their stuff cut off. So
Man, they do.
ain't no coming back after that, is it?
Yeah, it is. Because here's the comeback right here. What you was born to be is what you'll die being. You can cut your balls off, your ding-a-ling and all that. You still have all the inner of a man. You still a man. Now, when you can change this, that's when you can say, hey, you did it. When you can change your DNA.
When you can have a child, you mean?
No, when you can change your DNA from male to female, yeah, you're a female. You can't change your DNA. Ain't nobody in the world got the same DNA. Not even Jesus. When Jesus died and came back, he came back in another form, was walking with his disciples, they didn't even know who he was. You know, DNA, the different DNA stuff wasn't even mentioned back in them days. But the Bible had a description. If they had to say Jesus died and came back as Jesus, the same person, looked the same and all this, then that would have just killed all this DNA stuff, right? But before DNA even came out, the Bible said when he died and resurrected, yeah, he came in another body, another DNA. But he was the same in it. In that vessel was him. So when you speak about gay people that want to try to change their identity, you can't change it. You can alter it by cutting off your ding-a-ling and your bowels, but your DNA says you still...
And taking pills to grow breasts.
Yeah, breasts and all that. But the DNA says you still a man. So when you can change that DNA from male to female, then you're a female. But when you can't, you're a man. And you may not want to live with it. Some people feel, I can't deal with this. I don't know who I am. Yeah, I tell you, look at yourself. Look down between your legs, you're a man. You know, and the girls that think they men, no, you ain't. You know, it never can be. You can't change your DNA either. You know, and so, you know, you tripping. And the Bible said this too. Woe. In other words, boy, beware of those that see evil as a good thing, and see a good thing as something evil. Now, when your man can get all messed up like that, well, you can take something evil and try to make it, look at it as it's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta get in yourself. And how I survived is what people want to know. How did this man survive all this? How did he turn out? I'm a legend. It's going to come a time where I'm going to get so legendary where a pair of my socks probably can get auctioned off for $1 million. That's how big I look to get. And I'm moving up. And I see it coming. But here's what I'm telling y'all out there is... don't trip, man. All the people that gay, you gay by choice now. You know, I wasn't held to nothing. You can't say nothing to me. I don't care what street I walk down. What have you got to say to me? Hey, Fleece, yeah. Man, I heard you. Yeah, I did. I shut people down, man. And I know I wasn't born to be gay. That much I'm certain of. I wasn't born to be gay, man. I was born to be a man. You know, and not only a man, but a child of God. You know, and despite all this booty talk and all this, I am a child of God. I know that for a fact. So can't nobody in this world convince me otherwise. There's nothing that I have ever did in my past can stop me from pursuing the Lord, salvation in the future, and in my present. You can't do it. The devil done hit me with everything. He done hit me with everything, and here I am now. Bounced up out of it. And what you did. So really, you ain't got no remorse for what you did. So I'm not with all this shit. You took the lives of your parents, bro. And you know, you ain't. I mean, if I had took my parents' lives, no, I don't even want them.
You wouldn't even want out?
No.
Why?
No, sir. Cause what I done, when I come to my senses, and look back at what I done actually did, I don't deserve to get out. You know.
So you saying, what's that, Mendez brothers?
Yeah.
Shouldn't want to get out?
They shouldn't. Shouldn't even want to.
They went in pretty young though, didn't they?
It don't matter. They went in.
I mean, they deserve to be in there forever, but I'm just saying they shouldn't want to get out?
Shouldn't want to. They only want to get out because they don't like prison. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with, when it comes back to, do you feel remorse for what you did? They don't. They feel justified. See, that's the story that the prosecutor ain't with. You feel justified in killing your parents because you say they abused you. You know, you don't feel remorse that you killed them. You feel justified killing them. Because your story is, we killed them because they abused us, and you sticking to that. So as far as you concerned, you did what you should have done.
Right.
You know, and you don't have no remorse for it. Well, we do. We have remorse. You know, for the remaining family, the loved ones, or these people that y'all killed, yeah. You know, I wouldn't feel good letting you on the street. That's what I tell them, straight up.
I wonder why you said the family's trying to.
They showed up, they on TV, they showed up, they had signs and all this shit. They got supporters, man. You know, it's something that I learned in prison. They had people in prison like that done killed their parents. You know, white guys. And they walk around the prison taking advantage of all the academic schooling they provide in the college. And then they go to church, and then they take advantage of that. And then after a couple of 10, 12 years of that, the warden then will look at them as being model inmates. You know, where they give them the best job. They can walk around the prison. Hey, let me talk to you. I'll sit down. You know, we can make open up all that, a group and a meeting. You know, why don't you come on down there? Yeah, we talk real problems, all this shit. Then you got people come in, the volunteer people that always come to prison, churches and all that. They communicate with these people. And they leave away like, he don't belong in here. All that shit, right? Because they know what to say. They done educated themselves. They know where they going with this. And just like Kevin Stanford, the one that bit the girl's titties off, stuck his dick through her eye socket and fucked her through the eye and come. Shit is bizarre. Went in a church.
In prison?
Huh?
In
yeah,
prison?
Yeah, start going to church. See, in prison, you can order shit like instruments. Guitars, horns, flutes, you know, shit like that. Keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
He got him a guitar and started learning the notes and stuff, and got good at it. And so, he go to church. They say, we got somebody that want to play for us tonight. Let's give a big hand for Calvin. Everybody say, go Calvin, and all that stuff, you know, he'll come out. And all these people off the streets are being churches and stuff. They be sitting around. And he had two people. I done already talked to them in motherfuckers that can make themselves cry and all this shit. You know, we learned that technique. They learned that through me, parole board, doing all that. Onions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Put a little piece in your fingernail, right?
In your fingernail?
Yeah, piece of onion.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you get up there, do like that. And it'll make your eye water and look like you're crying, right? I don't know what I did.
Wait a minute. You put a little piece of onion up on your fingernail.
Yeah. You put some, take an onion, a good onion. You know, you chop it, you know, we got razor blades. And then put little pieces up in your fingernails, right? Go up, come say, parole board. Put your hand behind your back and ain't nothing in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you going up there and all that. So you get up there, you get handcuffed in the front and shit like that. So they said, you next, police? I said, I go on now. Mr. Johnson, you know, let me open your records. The juvenile records said this and that, this and that, this and that. And said, and you come up for parole? Hell no, you know, I just want to confess my sins up here. And come back in and say parole and all this shit. You come out laughing. What happened, man? I said, you got it? Yeah, I got it. He come out and say things, you know. Everybody, you know, putting the onions and shit, so we learn shit, right? So these white dudes, they good. They got motherfuckers that, Calvin had motherfuckers that he goes, and Jesus said, oh, God, oh, go, brother, go. He ain't saying shit yet. So all these people, you get them all kind of, so when it's over, everybody say, look, that was lovely what you did today and all this shit, you know, we will be talking to you. And then they think, you know, they campaign went to Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker had a death sentence and should have got it. Ain't no if he should have got it, the worst is you can get it. For what he did to that girl, man. And she just working at a store, man. They walk in with their bullshit, rob a store, then rape and just ripped her, man. And this motherfucker, they campaign hard, year after year. We gonna get you out, Calvin. Calvin! They persuaded Franklin. They took him off the death row.
He didn't get out though.
No,
But they took him off death row. I thought they got rid of death. No, they got rid of the death penalty, not death row.
No, they reinstated death penalty.
They did?
And just leave it up to the states if they want to
okay.
use it or not. The state can say we outlaw in our state.
Right.
Another state can say, no, we do it. You know, and so I talked to him.
You talked to who?
Kevin. He was sitting down there about a depot, you know, where we get all our cleaning supplies. You know, you go down there once a month and pick up all the stuff necessary to keep your cell clean.
Is that free?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, okay.
All that all that shit is free. Real good shit. Air freshener, all that shit being on it. Well, Barbara took away the air freshener, the lady that runs. I said, Barbara, why you take away the air freshener? She said, because it has dirt. You know, people can have a dirty area and spray, and you come and say, oh, it smells good, so it's clean now, it's dirty. Clean the goddamn dirt up, you won't need an air freshener.
Yeah, it's true.
And so, but I spoke to Kevin, he was sitting down there with his good tie. I said, what's up, Kevin? I said, congratulations, man. He said, on what? I said, nigga, they took y'all for death row, nigga. He said, I'm still like the fucking white motherfuckers.
Ain't he white?
No, he's like, he's a brother.
Oh, he's black?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Light-skinned nigga. And when he said that, my mind went all the way back to all them people that went out of their way to help this motherfucker. And they have to. And they don't know what he just said.
Right.
You know.
They're going to continue to help.
Yeah, he said, I'm still locked up. So I said, I'm going to give him some of my shit, you know, since these motherfuckers in him. I said, yeah, you still locked up, little bitch motherfucker. I said, nigga, people save your life, punk.
Why you get mad at him?
You know, I just didn't like it. It just something real.
From what he did to that girl?
Yeah, I never like that. Not only that, I don't judge him for that. But him, Victor Taylor, all them motherfuckers, Vic when he raped them 2 boys, Trinity boys, and all that. And I don't judge him. When they out there playing basketball, when they bring Deborah, they got them fenced in. We can talk to them, but we can't touch them because of the fence.
Yeah.
I said, Vic, your jump shot ain't shit. Go on somewhere, Fleece. That's what he'll say. I said, look at all that gray in your hair, nigga. I said, I'll tear your ass up now. He said, no, you wouldn't know he was a boxer. The nigga was like Mayweather. Tore up all them skills. That bullshit. Man, you got people there with skills that is beyond. Like Ricky Shannon, they call him a skyscraper.
Yeah.
That nigga throw that ball through his legs and curl it in his arm and ball his fist up and knock it in on him and Roger Baby. But I walked in and saw Alvin Black fucking him. Ricky Shannon, skyscraper. I said, I'm letting him come first. When he come, pulled out, I said, God damn! Oh shit! Oh man, not my basketball style. So now he want to fight, you know. Hey man, look, I don't disrespect nigga, shut up, bitch. What, nigga, you want to fight? Alvin said, no, it ain't gonna be no fight. Look, Fleece, you was wrong, man. You nigga, I ain't wrong, nigga. You fucking him in his head, nigga. You wrong. You know, you wrong for that. Pussy ass nigga, you want me? Move out of the way, Alvin Black. I was gonna turn nigga up, man. You hear me? But that was his baby. So he go back on the basketball court an hour later. Come out of the shower. Motherfucker, tied his thing on motherfucker. He looked around at me, I'm like, kid. Somebody said, Rick. Caught it with one hand, bounced on his leg, around his back, and dumped. It's all right, nigga. But nigga, y'all ain't see what I just saw. It's crazy in that motherfucker, man. You sit back and then, you know, the sissy thing wasn't bad until, you know, cause people that was gay was really, they had some type of attribute. They was feminine. Either big ass, big thighs, just real feminine looks. Motherfucker said, man, he needs to be fucked and all that shit. When they start bringing them big bird motherfuckers in there, when you see that shit, that changes the game, right? When you see weightlifters, motherfuckers with arms like that, I'm talking about, man, motherfuckers could do like that. They say, Brent, yeah, do it, nigga. You do like that and muscles will pop out, you set a pop can on that motherfucker like that. Balance, that's how far out it was, right? But he sucked dicks. And you know, it's motherfucker you be really, Anthony Moore, when I called him, that nigga's hands was that nigga was ripped. That nigga's hands was, that nigga set back, that nigga cheekbones to go up like that. That nigga, pop, shoot that motherfucker. Boy, he was, and feel like lead. His arm. But when I saw him, the black silk underwear was on, down at his knees, bent over, Billy Surge was sitting on the bed like this and was palming it. He either sat on it, he was getting my, I said, hey, he did like that, pants up there, silk under. He said, what you want? Long head, nigga, all that, try to crack jokes. I said, what's your name? Told me to come over here to Renzo and get some weed, man. And this and that, what do you want? This and that, so daddy. I know what I saw. Then,
Somebody sent you to get some weed?
Yeah, I was going to the Grange. They used to take you to the Grange for a psychological evaluation before you go up for parole.
My fault. I ain't want to interrupt your story. Go ahead. He pulled him up real quick. He told me to come over and get some weed and what?
Yeah, I got him, took it back to him. Then I went through my transfer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, they do things different. Anyway, you ready?
Yeah.